Crowd in Berlin. At least 9 killed, dozens injured. You will hear from witnesses on the scene tonight and what the White House just said about this apparent terrorist attack. Also breaking tonight, the chilling moment, the assassin pulling out his gun in the middle of a gallery. Then the ambassador assassinated in front of the cameras. The gunman shouting his message. It's official. Just a short time ago in this country, electors finalizing Election Day, but not before tensions boil over.
This is my America!
The manhunt underway and the new reward tonight after the deadly road rage. The little boy shot and killed riding with his grandmother. At the deep freeze tonight, wind chills 50 below zero, thousands of flights canceled or delays. But tonight here, 3 simple steps to still get your packages there on time. And Made in America tonight, a staple for winter, coming off the line since 1912.
This is ABC World News Tonight with David Muir.
Good evening, and it's great to have you with us here on a Monday night, and we begin with the deadly scene in Berlin. The truck, authorities believe it accelerated before driving straight into a Christmas market in Berlin. The bright lights of that holiday market right there on the right, and the flashing lights of police cars and ambulances right there in the street. When the truck came to a halt, at least 9 people were killed, many more injured. One man is under arrest at this hour. He's being questioned. Someone else who was inside the truck is now dead. The White House responding late today saying this does appear to be a terrorist attack, and the president-elect Donald Trump responding a short time ago as well. We begin with ABC's chief investigative correspondent Brian Ross tonight.
In an instant tonight, tidings of joy turn to screams of horror. Amidst the holiday lights and Christmas trees, one stunned shopper recorded the scene. People tending to the injured, waiting for the police to arrive.
First we heard glass breaking. We didn't know what was happening, but a lot of people running away and a lot of people crying, shouting, talking on the phone.
It was just after 8 p.m. in Berlin as holiday shoppers jammed this popular outdoor Christmas market in the heart of the city. It's Times Square, outside the iconic Kaiser Wilhelm Memorial Church.
Because, you know, it's Berlin, it's Christmas. You think that everything is happy.
Police say the driver of this large blue delivery truck jumped the curb at a high rate of speed and then plowed through the crowds for a distance of about 50 yards. Its front end crumpled.
It went just past me, past my girlfriend. I think it missed me by 3 meters, missed her by 5.
Leaving behind this gruesome scene, bodies on the ground, packages strewn about, the market stalls destroyed. At least 9 people have been reported dead, with dozens more injured. Tonight in Berlin, officials say there were 2 people in the truck during the attack, and that one died in the crash, and another fled the scene and has since been captured. German officials still have not called it a terror attack, but it's the second time this year in which a huge truck has become a makeshift weapon of mass destruction. An ISIS follower ran through a crowd at a Bastille Day celebration in Nice, France in July, and ISIS has since urged its followers to copy the Nice attack in Europe and the U.S.
They're in the business of hitting soft targets. They're in the business of maximizing the impact on the public and loss of life in an indiscriminate way.
German authorities were on notice that their famed Christmas markets could be terror targets. Over the weekend, police there said they disrupted 2 attempts to plant bombs at other markets in other German cities, in one case involving a 12-year-old boy.
And Brian Ross joins us live tonight. Brian, the White House making it clear that this, quote, appears to have been a terrorist attack, condemning the horrific scene.
That's right. It has all the hallmarks of ISIS terrorism, although right now German police are being cautious about calling it that. They have new information on the truck. It appears to have come from Poland and may well have been stolen. And around the world tonight, David, Christmas markets everywhere are seeing heavy security, including this one in New York, where you can see armed New York City police officers on guard.
Yeah, we can see the officers to the right of you there at the tent behind you. In the meantime, Brian, the president-elect also tweeting about this late today and just issuing a statement.
That's right. He called it a horrifying terror attack, and he said ISIS and other Islamist terrorists continually slaughter Christians in their communities and places of worship as part of their global jihad. David.
Word coming in from President-elect Donald Trump tonight as well. Brian, thank you. And as you saw there behind Brian, stepped up security here at home. Members of the NYPD Critical Response Command already on guard tonight at holiday markets here in New York. This heightened alert comes after a warning from federal authorities already about the possibility of trucks being used in attacks. ABC senior justice correspondent Pierre Thomas on the concern here at home.
Tonight, those heavily armed police officers on guard at Christmas markets in New York City. Authorities enhancing already broad security, even though they have no evidence of a specific plot. For weeks, FBI and Homeland Security officials have been warning about the potential of large trucks attacking big crowds during the holiday season, issuing this bulletin warning that holiday celebrations lasting through the inauguration could be targeted.
It takes no special training. And let's face it, there are a lot of crowds out there, very difficult to defend against.
The NYPD using unprecedented security measures at the Thanksgiving Day parade after that ISIS threat, filling sanitation trucks with sand to protect against truck attacks.
And Pierre Thomas with us live tonight as well. Pierre, authorities not only here in New York City, but really across this country on heightened alert tonight.
David, they're taking no chances, and you recall just a few weeks ago, a suspected ISIS sympathizer tried to run over students at Ohio State University.
All right, Pierre Thomas, Brian Ross, our team will stay on this. In the meantime, we do turn to another chilling scene playing out today overseas. The assassination of a top diplomat in Turkey right in front of the cameras. Russia's ambassador to Turkey was shot and killed at an art gallery event by a man shouting his message. ABC's chief foreign correspondent Terry Moran is in Moscow tonight, where Vladimir Putin warned there's only one way to respond.
Just over the Russian ambassador's shoulder, the assassin waits, moments later opening fire. Then, brandishing his weapon, his victim dying on the floor, he shouts defiance, the jihadi battle cry. And an oath of revenge for the carnage in Syria. Don't forget Aleppo, don't forget Syria, he shouts. Until these places are safe, you will not taste safety either. People huddle in the corner, crying, terrified, a child lifted up off the floor. The gunman stalks the room, shouting, identified by Turkish authorities as a 22-year-old police officer who used his police ID to enter the building. Outside, the ambassador's wife in tears. He is rushed to the hospital where he dies. 62-year-old Andrei Karlov, a veteran diplomat, known well to Vladimir Putin, who seemed shaken as he spoke tonight. There can only be one answer to this, strengthening the fight against terrorism, he said, adding ominously, the killers will feel it. The assassination apparently motivated by the fall of Aleppo, a city in ruins after a merciless assault by Russian and Syrian government forces. Thousands dead, thousands more driven out, an appalling slaughter now apparently claiming another victim. This country's in shock tonight. It's been decades since a Russian ambassador was killed in the line of duty like this. And the question now is, how will Vladimir Putin choose to retaliate? David?
Terry Moran, our chief foreign correspondent, with us from Moscow tonight. Terry, thank you. Back here at home tonight, and it's official. Electors across this country putting Donald Trump over the 270 electoral votes he needs to become the president in January. It did not come without some fiery moments today. And here in New York, one elector who cast his vote for Hillary Clinton speaking out now about the election. Her husband, former President Bill Clinton. ABC's Cecilia Vega at Trump Tower tonight.
A chaotic scene in Wisconsin today.
You don't deserve to be in America!
Protesters shouting down electors as they cast their votes for Donald Trump. This woman hauled away by police.
This is my America! My America!
The same in Pennsylvania. Ohio, too.
This is what democracy looks like.
As the Electoral College convened in state houses across the country, Trump's opponents making a last-ditch attempt to keep him from the White House.
Texas now puts President Trump over the top.
But now the unofficial tally is in. Trump reaching the 270 votes needed. Hillary Clinton, who won the popular vote by nearly 3 million, today lost a handful of electoral votes. Some of those electors who were supposed to vote for her instead voted for Republican Colin Powell in a Hail Mary attempt to deny Trump the presidency. The president-elect, who once blasted the Electoral College as a disaster for democracy, now praising the system.
I never appreciated it until now, how genius it was, what they had in mind.
In New York today, Bill Clinton among the electors voting for Hillary Clinton.
I've never cast a vote I was prouder of.
The former president also telling a local newspaper that Trump, quote, doesn't know much, but one thing he does know is how to get angry white men to vote for him. Team Clinton called on intelligence agencies to brief electors on Russia's interference in the election.
The electors have a right to know what the answers are.
But that briefing didn't happen.
Здравствуй!
While SNL is not letting up on the Russian connection.
Vladimir, I'm sorry, but I didn't know you were coming, so I do not have a gift for you.
Please, Mr. Trump, you are the gift.
And Cecilia Vega joined us now live tonight from Trump Tower. Cecilia, President-elect Trump will be sworn in 1 month from tomorrow now after the electors did their work today. In the meantime, there's a headline out there today that Mr. Trump will be bringing some of his own security team to the White House.
David, the president-elect's team confirms that his longtime head of security will be going with him to Washington. Of course, the responsibilities for protecting the president do fall to the Secret Service, but David, this would be a rare move.
Cecilia Vega with us in front of Trump Tower. Cecilia, great to have you. Next tonight, driving turning deadly in this country and the record cold, which still has a grip on much of this nation tonight, just as millions, of course, begin their holiday travel this week. Look at this luggage everywhere at the Denver airport. Snow and ice canceling flights, delaying flights as well. The ripple effect from coast to coast. ABC's Eva Pilgrim now from Chicago.
Tonight, the Arctic blast heading east, millions suffering in sub-freezing temperatures.
It feels like I'm in the Antarctic.
Ice-covered highways making travel treacherous. This SUV slamming into a police cruiser in Kansas. Reports of at least 1,600 crashes and 19 dead in the last 3 days. A stranded motorist capturing this 67-vehicle pileup near Baltimore.
Oh my God, stop! Stop!
Truck after truck barrels straight into the inferno.
The whole 95 is on fire.
Temperature records shattered in more than a dozen cities. In Chicago, minus 13 degrees. One danger, black ice.
It's duller on the roadway, hides in the shadows almost, and people can frequently miss it.
The winter blast paralyzing the busy holiday travel week. Tonight, thousands of flights canceled or delayed. In Denver, a sea of bags piling up. David, if your car slides on ice, experts say don't slam on your brakes. Ease off the gas and don't make any sudden turns. David?
Some really treacherous diving these last couple of days, Eva. Thank you. Let's get right to Chief Meteorologist Ginger Z, because if you can struggle through the cold, there's actually relief coming in a couple of days, right, Ginger?
There is. I do have some good news if you needed a thaw out, David. Let me go ahead and take you to the numbers, because, again, a night where we're 10 degrees, 15 degrees below average. We settle in the morning hours in Detroit at 2, 13 the actual air temperature of Burlington, and 7 in Portland. So the cold's still there, but that freezing line that it was far south as Texas is going to move up to almost the Canadian border. The result? Temperatures will go from the 30s, say, in Raleigh, up back into the 50s. So from below average to above it, David.
Temperature whiplash this week before Christmas. Ginger, our thanks to you. We turn to other news this evening and to Little Rock now. The hunt for a driver believed to have killed a 3-year-old boy out of road rage. The little boy was riding with his grandmother on the way to the store. Tonight, police want the public's help now finding the gunman, and they're offering a reward. ABC's Philip Mena on the scene tonight.
Tonight, a manhunt underway for the man accused of opening fire, killing this 3-year-old boy in an apparent case of road rage. A bystander calling 911 Saturday night.
The woman saying this little kid's been shot.
As the boy's grandmother, Kim King-Macon, desperately tried to revive the child.
Oh my God!
King-Macon says when she stopped at this intersection in Little Rock, Arkansas, the driver behind her honked. When she honked back, she told police the driver got out of his vehicle and fired a shot.
She thought he was going to fire up into the air with a gun. He didn't. He fired into the vehicle. That's when the child was struck.
It wasn't until she pulled into this parking lot that she realized that her grandson, who was in the back seat, was shot. Asen King later died Saturday night.
To think that somebody lost their child this close to Christmas over sitting at a stop sign too long or not going fast enough, I mean, that's just nonsense.
Police said the grandmother and another grandchild, a 1-year-old who was also in the back seat, were not hurt. Right now, police are looking for the driver of a black 2003 Chevy Impala. Investigators don't believe that the gunman and the victim's family knew each other before that deadly encounter here at this intersection. David?
Philip Mena with us tonight from Little Rock. Phil, thank you. There is still much more ahead on World News Tonight this Monday. The new medical headline this evening about pregnant women and changes to the brain. Also tonight, the deadly crash on the highway, the big rig postal truck, hundreds of Christmas packages dumped on the road. We'll have more on that. Also, it's crunch time at the post office, UPS, at Amazon, the busiest day of the year. Tonight here, 3 simple steps that will still get your packages there in time for Christmas. And Made in America Christmas is back tonight. We've been asking for your one thing. You've been sending so many ideas in. And tonight, here's a clue. It's a winter staple coming off the line since 1912. Is it sitting at your front door tonight? We'll be right back.
I have a big meeting when we land, but I'm so stuffed up I can't rest.
NyQuil Cold and Flu Liquid Gels don't unstuff your nose.
They don't?
Alka-Seltzer Plus Night Liquid Gels fight your worst cold symptoms. Plus, unstuffs your nose.
Oh, what a relief it is.